Babydoll? Yeah, of course. You can definitely go over and I will see
He said. So what I said was I came up with some names for the band because I think, Zayas was awesome. Left Foot Blues pretty good, but I think we can do better. So I know it's hard to rebrand stuff, but I really want to push for this. All right, so if we play a little harder, why don't we go with Loud Lead Obscenities? Isn't that a great band name? Huh? Think about that. Okay, what if I put together a band that could open for us, and I'll call it An Itch From Which There Is No Cure. And I will dress in all black. I will paint my face white and have like crying black eye makeup. And I'll just do synth sad music the whole time.
I'm fine with that, but instead of that, what you have to wear is a suit completely made of pink insulation.
I love it, yes! I'll do that. I will totally do that. You want to be in that
one up for you?
Okay. Dog hair and black socks. It's the common man's band. If you have a dog, you'd understand.
Could be a complete failure too. So if we start out just like maybe the first line, just well, my tears are falling down to the ground like the blood that was shed on the schoolyard today, and I watch TV, but I don't make a sound as we hang on the words that the news anchors say. Then you were doing something cool like that. Well, they say they were young Mark, they say they were outcasts, very unhappy, nobody knew. They say they were talking about getting their revenge. This is something no one thought they would do. Ready, now drop. We're all looking for a guiltless solution. A, B, C, or D, why not none of the above? Well, they're God's where the guns and the bullets, they best friends. Oh no, wait, I came in too early. Then come in there instead. So they're God's where the guns and the bullets, they're best friends. Well, they never had a savior and they never fell love. Well, they never had a savior and they never fell love. But it could just be how the song, you know what I mean? Like
when we get down to like just acoustics and just kind of just strip it down and stuff like that.
Well, even just like tonight, like we were like trying to figure out it's time for bed, like Run for Shelter. Mm-hmm. Those, to me, okay, Run for Shelter and It's Time for Bed, complete disclosure, are probably my two favorite songs on the records. They're, and so, like, to me, if I were sitting in the audience and wanted to hear those songs, they're both highly emotional songs that are very sincere, no fluff. And so to me, like, that's how I'd want to hear them. Like,
yeah,
And
it's time for bed. Lay down your weary head. There's things better left unsaid till it's time for bed. Tucking the children asleep under a starry sky. You're still my girl and I'm still your guy. And it's time for bed.
I said it tonight, and I stand by it. I think it is the perfect song for multiple phases of your life, multiple phases of your relationship. It can mean so many things. It can be actually physically being tired after a long day. It can be going through whatever emotional upheaval, especially a marriage, can go through. But also like knowing that you can reset. That's what it means to me.
not reset as in forget, but reset as in forgive. Tomorrow is another day, you know. But that's always been the funny thing to me about those records are, honest to goodness, those two songs, the two songs I had absolutely zero to do with, are my absolutely favorite songs because the writing is so. I mean, don't even get me started on this. It's still the most cerebral, unbelievably concepted song I've ever seen, Justin. And I mean, I know you've written other great songs, and there's artists I just love, but the absolute concept of that song, time travel in a song, that is the most heartfelt, sincere message to the future you. So anyway, I don't know, and I'm probably missing something there at this point, but that's why those
There's
songs
an
are.
extra tip in there if you can get him to cry.
I'm almost doing it. It wouldn't take long. It wouldn't take much. If you came out right now and said, you know what, actually, it's the end of the meal, but we did find some iced tea, I'd probably just drink that.
So you and I, hold you in my arms. Please come over again. Show me some of your lucky charms. Oh, baby, doll. Don't want to blow it over my baby doll. I'm giving you a day.
That was directly from June McGarvey for Zach Norton. Babydoll. What exactly are these lucky charms you speak of?
I was wondering that too today.
Who knows? It sounded good. I mean, there's a 50-50 chance it was an innuendo or cereal. Because I love cereal. But, I'm guessing it was innuendo.
Based on your current career, I'm thinking it's
Innuendo? Yeah. But based on my current body mass index, it could also be cereal.
cereal killer.
I think you being your son is an amazing story. I think, obviously, having Harry not there and still presenting him as someone that we miss will be huge for more people, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you were all at his funeral. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and so, like, I don't know, like, that's just me, is I do think, and maybe it's just because I remember writing the songs that I wrote too, so I remember where I was, and I was a young kid that just was, like, purposely falling in love so I could write sad songs, you know what I mean?
And I'd say it's a pretty good day as I sing along with my radio. And I don't mind most of the time when I go home alone. Can you believe there's a pretty girl and she could have broke my heart? But it's cracked just a little bit, and I think that
$10.
For me to turn my hat back around?
No. I want you to say the secret line. Cracked like my...
You got it.
Yes!
But it's cracked, just like my butt. That's a pretty good start. So, but as far as the show goes, getting back on track, I think whatever. I'm open.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think all the above would be great. I mean, I would love to have some kind of wow moments. You know,
Sure.
it's kind of like,
For
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just like let's just play the song, but like, you know, some fun, interesting things. I think even adding some of the sound effects and stuff like that we had on the recordings that we never had the means to do, I think could be cool.
Maybe we could ask Keith Anderson to come play cowbell.
Right.
Just on that one part. Just on the dun, 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 he just walks across.
That would actually be hilarious. It'd be like an inside joke for the handful of people that saw video one.
I think the storytelling idea, like obviously not every song, maybe a couple, 2, 3, whatever.
Yeah.
I know that for Brooke, she loves people tell the story of the song. How it was written.
Yeah. Would it be? And I'd like to do some of that via video too. I think between now and then with some, because you can't do that for every single song. But I think there's probably a story for just about every one.
I mean, they were like my favorite band at the time, and then it happened really early on and fairly easily, and then we got to meet them, and I was like, I didn't know what to say. And then Rob's just like, "Hey, what's this guitar?" And he's like, "Yeah, this is the only guitar I ever got for free." It was like a Epiphone hollow body silver sparkle guitar, and he's like, "I never play it." And Rob's like, "Will you play it for me?" And I'm like, "Rob, come on. This is like my hero." And then, sure enough, third song, out comes the sparkle guitar, and he goes, "This is for my new buddy Rob." And I was like, he can't even name one of your songs, man.
I've been burned down, scattered around. I tell the truth when I say my heart's been bruised. Oh, I'm drowned in, can't you see? Someone save me, Lord, I need to be rescued. Come on, baby, I ain't into heavy praying. Can't you see that I'm for real? Seems like my heart and my best friend. Oh, but I love you, just kiss my lips and seal the deal. Seal the deal. Go, go, go,
How about you, Cowboy Jesse?
Well, I really enjoyed it. I thought y'all sounded real good. You know, my favorite thing was when you turned the instruments off. That was probably the best part of the night. It was like quiet. I could hear the voices in my head. And I would say that's probably my favorite part.
Being the introvert, quiet guy, I start a lot of stories, finish very few. That's where I write songs. It was good too. Like, I was struck by the difference, the recording difference, listening to this album.
Versus live recordings.
Versus the Minnesota Sun album.
Oh,
Just a lot cleaner. I was actually a bit surprised by it. It stood. The recording was like, I felt like Minnesota Sun sounded like it was recorded 20 years ago.
A little lo-fi, a little more lo-fi.
Yeah. But when the bottom drops out, it was really good. Yeah, so it was fun. It's good.
Anders?
I didn't have as much time to prepare. It was a lot sloppier, but it was still a lot of fun. It's really fun to play this music. I mean, the bulk of the music I've played in my life has been worship or music with him, and this is just a lot looser, a lot more jammy, and I'm having just a lot of fun learning the new songs and playing them, and a lot of fun playing with you guys and getting to know, especially Zach Norton. This will have been the first time I've ever met him, or not tonight, but this is the first time I've met him. I've heard about him, but this is the first time meeting him and getting to know Zach Fitzsimmons better. And
How much of this music did you know before you had to start learning it?
only Run for Shelter, because that's my dad's song.
So it's all pretty new.
hmm
Okay.
Some of it's very easy, some of it's very hard.
Yeah.
I would just like to say that I'm so pleased also that you're doing it. I remember talking to Zach about pitching that idea, and I just think it's special because, I mean, obviously it's special for Justin, but I just think it's cool that you know the instrument that we needed to be filled, and to just find somebody was never going to fit the vibe, because it had to, I feel that way anyway. It was the family aspect of it. So I just want you to know I love that you're doing it, and you've been, I mean, I've been quiet about it because you've come in way more prepared than I have. I did go home last time, and Laura's like, "How did it go?" And I said, Justin's son was easily the most prepared person. And I said, and then everybody else is pretty close, and then I rolled in and just felt terrible. But this time I just feel like maybe it's just because we got the rush shaken off a little bit, so it was just easier to get into the songs, and even if we didn't know them, it didn't feel as like, but the minute, I think it was either, I can't remember if it was you or you, but it could have been Justin too, but was like, we haven't played him in 20 years. And I was like, okay, touche.
Right.
All right.
A little bit of
That's
grace.
right. That's right. Well, I didn't even remember why the album was called When the Bottom Drops Out, so there you go. I thought it was named that for the song, and then that song was written after that.
You refused to put the song that the album is named after in the album.
I know, we did that with the first one too, didn't we? We got some
The
issues.
third album. That will be in the third album.
Yeah, the third album. So, who remembers why did we name the second album When the Bottom Drops Out?
Because I'm sure we thought there'd be a third album with the song Bottom Drops Out on it, and then we actually would have the song of the previous album on the album.
False.
Is that false, really?
Yes. It was because Harry had just stepped down. Like after recording everything, he said he was done.
Is that true?
Yeah.
So the song was written after that.
Yeah.
That's what I remember too, Justin.
I don't remember that. But the song was, in fact, written to keep that pattern going. I know that.
We need to find that song.
mentioned the last time that we were doing this to